We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touch. Back, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
TX. Go ahead. All right, fellas.
Now Hill. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Snap. 44. Ready.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. To throw is Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
A 37-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's Darnold.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 41-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
2 and now, 3rd and goal.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Darnold now to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. On the RPO, he'll keep it. Darnold, he lost the football. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Here we go.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Ready. Turbo 3, kick.
A run straight ahead with H.A. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Long, 21G.
Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Fourth down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Again, 3 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Shaheed going to go in motion. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. And shedding the tackle and now some room. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Charbonnet will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one side of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
All right, come on.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now he taken in by Shaheed. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the ball to go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he stopped immediately there. Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 10. To throw is Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, he stopped short of the 40.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Darnold wants to change it up. 2nd and 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14.
Dolphins 14. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down and 10.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Solo left Zion. 21G, 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
On the stop. Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
All right, fellas. Let's double one high. Hey. Corner, long. Out.
Here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to pass. Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Hill. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gordon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller laying himself out in the end zone. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Seahawks 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. The offense on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Smith and Jigba in motion right. On third down, here's Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Seahawks.
Here's Darnold. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Darnold now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 20. That's good.
Here we go.
Seahawks. First down. It's a gain of 20.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion.
For the two-point conversion.
Lock. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Tyreek Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 25. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10. Lock to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
I think this is worth remembering. There's plenty of time left on the clock. So that means you don't necessarily need a big home run ball. You can still run your offense and look to take 15 to 20 yards at a time.
Here we go.
Now Lock.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10. Here's Lock. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Now Lock, gotta have this one. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
To throw is Lock. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Lock to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Back to throw. Lock. Over man left side. Shaheed has it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
21G.
Now Tagovailoa. This is caught by Waddle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All right, come on.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.